Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Ice Road, starring Liam Neeson. It's on Netflix. It's PG-13, an hour and 48 minutes long, and it's about a bunch of miners get trapped in a diamond mine, and for some reason this ice road truck driver has to make a long haul over icy roads, which I think is an ocean, to save them. I don't know all the details and why that happens, but Liam Neeson, Benjamin Walker, Laurence Fishburne are all in it, and that's pretty neat. And I'll scroll and see if there's anybody else, and there's Matt Salinger. And the reason I mention that is because in his IMDb profile picture he's wearing a Captain America outfit, so I don't know. 5.5 on IMDb, 5,619 people rated it so far, so I don't know. It doesn't sound like great, but I'm going to check it out, let you know if it's worth watching. It's on Netflix, so alright, I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching The Ice Road. We're at the 54-minute, 3-second mark. There's 54 minutes and 47 seconds left. So just about halfway there. But essentially makes a little bit more sense, as I knew it would. But these miners are, something happens. They hit a methane pocket, I believe, or something like that. Now I forget the name of it. Well cap, right? So they need a well cap and a big, huge piece of pipe up there in order to help them get blasted out. I don't understand all of it, but you know what I mean. That's something that they need in order to blast back in and get these miners out. There's 26 of them trapped. So that's where Liam Neeson comes in, him and his brother, and Laurence Fishburne seems to be like, you know, the coordinator of it all. So he coordinates, you know, so they reach out to him. This company reaches out to him and says, this is what we need. He's got to find some truckers who are crazy enough to do this. Now, the ice road that everybody drives on normally isn't that dangerous, but now it is because it's April, and therefore it's starting to melt. So it's a very dangerous type of thing. So what they do is they set up 3 different trucks to haul the same thing, just in case one goes down, they have 2 more chances, so on and so forth. So Liam Neeson has one truck, him and his brother. Laurence Fishburne's in another one, and then this girl named Tattoo, and the insurance guy for everything that they're carrying is in the other one. And essentially they are going to try and drive these well caps up to the place where the mine has collapsed and get these people out. And it's a long road, so it's like really they're behind the 8 ball. They got to get, you know, they'll run out of air if they don't get there fast enough, kind of thing. So there you go. So far so good. And you can imagine, like, it was funny, at first I was thinking, well, there's a lot of different things, you know, I mean, the ice is going to melt, and how much trouble can you get in there, how are you going to make it, that kind of stuff. But they add some other pieces in there as well to, you know, hinder their progress, if you will. So some obstacles that they have to get over that were unexpected to me. I just expected the rig to slide, or, you know, the ice obviously to melt, whatever, so on and so forth. But there's more to it. I also found it funny, you know, at first when I was watching it, 3 different trucks. How much dialogue can you have, you know, between 3 people just driving for 30 hours or whatever, 23 hours I think it is, you know, and they're all in different trucks. So there was a spot where it made me laugh. I was like, I can't believe this movie's that long, because, you know, but the action really picks up. So all right, that's what we got so far. I'm going to get back to it and see where it goes from here. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Ice Road. So, you know, I thought it's good. I don't know how to say it. I mean, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of edge of your seat kind of stuff, and some not really twists and turns. I mean, it's all kind of laid out for you. You know, you're just trying to see, are they going to make it or not, right? So, it's a lot there. This is again another one. I think if they could have, a couple of viewers like myself would have said, hey, maybe not this, not that kind of thing. But you know, so I get the 5.5, did I say it was, on IMDb. I totally get it, because, you know, how much can you really do with a movie about a truck going over ice, right? I mean, the ice, like I said, the ice melts, it might wibble wobble, that kind of stuff. You gotta throw some other stuff in there. And they did, as I mentioned in the check-in. But it becomes outlandish. So some of the scenes just are, you know, over the top. I'll use the term, I think, a little ridiculous on what's going on, you know. It's the action piece of it, not the whole theory behind it, if you know what I mean. So that really, you know, that's why I think the scores are low, in my opinion. Didn't need to be that long. You could still do the same kind of thing, but just don't make it over the top ridiculous in what they're doing. I know you're probably like, what is he talking about? You got to see it, and you'll know right away what I'm talking about. You know, just snowmobiles. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Not that snowmobiles are ridiculous, but, you know, there's ridiculous there during that whole piece of it. And then, you know, and almost like time travel for the one guy. Goes from way down low to way up high really quick. So that, and it was long. It was long and drawn out, I felt, that ridiculousness. There's that piece. Then there's another piece now that I kind of knew was going to happen. You know, yeah, I try and predict a lot of different things. You could kind of see it. At least I saw it. Maybe you would too. But they did it in one of the worst ways. You know, there's many different ways. And, you know, I think they blew it on that one. So, and I'm going to tell you after we're done here exactly what that is, because I know that's very cryptic and you don't understand what I'm saying, especially if you haven't seen the movie. But maybe you'll be able to pick it out. That one thing that you know is coming, and if done right, it improves a movie. If done the way it was done, it lowers your scores, in my opinion. So, but again, in the end, I like Liam Neeson. Or Neeson, not Liam Neeson. I think I said that before. Liam Neeson. Laurence Fishburne was good. Benjamin Walker, I didn't realize he was. What was he in? He was in something else. Anyway, a good movie. I forget now. I knew I was going to do this, but hold on, I can get to it really quick. He was in. What was he in? Oh, Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter. He was Abraham Lincoln. So if you haven't seen that, check that one out. Very misleading by the title because I thought it was going to be ridiculous. I really enjoyed it. But anyway, a little bonus for you there. It's on Netflix. If you like action films, if you like Liam, no matter what you're going to call him, you're going to want to check this out, right? You're going to have to. So I would set your expectations pretty accurately at about a 5.5. It's below a 6, maybe probably above a 5, maybe, you know, right in that range. So this is one of the times I really agree with the ratings, but it could have been over. It could have been easy 6, with just a couple of different things. So check those out. But before I leave, I just want to talk about that one thing that they did incorrectly. So if you haven't seen it, you don't want to hear what that is, go ahead and make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, do all that stuff. Drop me comments if you want. But I'm going to, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I'm going to be gentle about it, but spoiler alert. So, you've had your warning. Okay, so turn it off because I'm going to talk a little bit. Alright, so the one thing was the death of the brother. You know it's coming. I know it's coming from the beginning. You know what I mean? Knowing what the movie's about, once they introduce it and we see it, you know it's going to happen, right? And there's so many opportunities for him to die. Now, I know they say he saved the rig, but it was just, what happened was, like, the bridge is breaking, okay, great, and he gets out. He does it then, saves the rig, I'm okay. No, what happens is they get across the bridge, and she gets out of the truck, and they're admiring the fallen bridge. And the truck starts to slide backwards. Like, that was just idiotic. Like, get it to safety, you know? Let him fall trying to put down the mats, the gripper mats or whatever they call, you know, and you know, just at the last second, oh, and they get across. That feels good to me. Not that it feels good, but it seems, you know, better than what happens is she gets out of the truck, lets it slide all the way back up against the gate. Terrible, terrible, terrible way for that to all come out. Yes, he saved it, but he saved it because of her. If it wasn't for her, they would have been fine, you know, with that. So, and there was many other opportunities. He could have done different things, even in those silly fight scenes. He could have done something, save his brother, and it all gets through. I get it. That piece is needed, and if done right, it would have been a 6 or over a 6. But instead, they blew it with a ridiculous way for him to go because of her mistake. There you go. That's all I got for you. If you stuck with me this far, I appreciate it. I'm sure you're subscribed to my channel. I'm sure you tell all your friends about me. But I appreciate you hanging out with me and continue to tune in to Kimmel's Irish Pub.